What's going on, everybody? It's Punk Rock Player One coming at you guys with another music album review video, and we're going to be today talking about Scooped Up and their latest release, as you can see on the screen here, The Runs. And this is their sophomore album, and I'll go into a little bit more detail about them, but just to kind of get you an overview of them, this is what they say on their website. They're 100% DIY pop punk. They're from Milford, Connecticut, and they like to play music fast and borrow your girlfriends. I don't know about that last part, but so we're going to just dive into the track list here. And the first two tracks, Reruns and Dyslexic, they were on an EP before this album released, and I definitely see why they included these two songs on the album. Both of them are infinitely re-listenable. Go check those two out, and either on, I guess they would enjoy you listening to it on the EP, but I think they would want you to listen to this on the album. Great songs. The newer songs on the track list are Slingshot and Fumble, both very solid. I would go ahead and say Fumble is already in my top 5 of this album, and Slingshot is very solid as well. And just to give you guys kind of like a synopsis of how these guys are, so if I were to describe Scooped Up, I would say it is a mix between Cheshire Cat and Dude Ranch that had a baby and it's on cocaine. That's what I would describe Scooped Up as. And it is like they just go breakneck speed. They do not stop. Like, even if there's an acoustic song on here, it's like, I mean, it's borderline like like crust punk like speed for the acoustic, which is great. And that track is Bummer, and we'll talk about that one in a little bit. So going back to Slingshot and Fumble, both very solid tracks. And then after that is Best Days. Best Days, I think, might have been their first single, but it's been out for about a year now. It is so freaking re-listenable. It like gets stuck in your brain as soon as you hear it. You know, the first millisecond of the riff, you know you're listening to Best Days. Like, it's solid. If I were to say like what song most would be like a pop song, it would definitely be Best Days. And that's no knock to it. It's just like the chorus is so freaking good. And yeah, it's a simple song, but it just nails it in every single way possible. Definitely in my top 5. M80 is an under a minute song, and it's freaking good. The one thing I'll say that I kind of want from bands like Scooped Up is, and this is the selfish part of me, I would love to hear a full version, like a 2-minute version of M80. That would be insane, but that's asking a lot, because they're playing like a billion notes under a minute. I can't imagine doubling that into like 200 billion notes in a 2-minute song. So I get that, but yeah, M80 is good. Quick, under a minute, and you're done. Joyride is very good as well. And then that leads us into Foolproof. I'll go ahead and say Foolproof and Crash Test. Those two together are definitely on my top 5. So what do we got so far? All right. Fumble, Best Days. Okay, and then Foolproof and Crash Test. So that's 4. I'll try to choose my 5th one towards the end of this. And again, the lyrics for all of these songs are very relatable. It's just talking about everyday life, whatever's going on with like your girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever you have, just everyday life, especially Best Days. Just talking about kind of like how everyday life gets so monotonous. Super relatable. Shoelace is might be the second single they released, closer to the album's release. And Shoelace is like, I forgot the exact time, I think it's like a minute 40-ish. and Shoelace is pretty good. It's another song that I selfishly kind of wish it was at 2 minutes. But basically, what I think Scooped Up is smart about is that today, like with music listener, like retention of interest and stuff, having shorter tracks definitely keeps people willing to listen to a song. And I think Scooped Up kind of nails that, because in the replayability factor, with songs like Shoelace or M80 or Dyslexic, I think Dyslexic is a shorter one as well, where the song is already over and you want to hear it again, so you just replay it again. So I totally get that. Next is Slacker. It's the only explicit song on the album. It's pretty good. I like Slacker. It's close contender for top 5, but I'll go through the rest of the tracks and I'll choose my fifth. Skip Day is very good. I know I keep saying each track is very good, but like literally, like there's no skips on this album, so that kind of gives you a spoiler of what the review will be. But let's go to, okay, Bummer is the acoustic track that I was talking about earlier. Bummer is this is also very much a pop song, but in the best way. Just kind of like, when I say pop song, I guess, you know, not like Britney Spears or something like that, but you could easily imagine it being one, like similar to like a sped up, like I Miss You kind of, or a sped up just anything like Time of Your Life by Green Day, kind of like a very much brings you back to like what a 90s acoustic pop song would be, and that's great. And the last track to bring it home is Lightheaded. It's 1:40. It kind of feels good to have that one as a last track with how fast it is and everything, because it just hits you like a sledgehammer. Like, that's a really good riff at the beginning of Lightheaded. And props to the bassist and the drummer as well. Like, they're just playing breakneck speed throughout this entire freaking album. So, because easily you could, with how many notes and beats they're playing throughout the entire song, you could easily slow these down and stretch them out to like 4 minutes. Like, that's how many notes they're playing and how many, you know, tings the drummer's tinging, you know, and so on and so forth. But yeah, so to kind of, oh yeah, let's go ahead and choose my fifth favorite song. So we said that Fumble, Best Days, Foolproof, and Crash Test, top 4. So what would be my fifth? I think it comes down to either Slacker or Skip Day. And I'm going to say Slacker. Slacker is another very relatable track, probably because of slacking, but it is an amazing song. It's got a repeating chorus that's very catchy, so I would give Slacker the edge on Skip Day. But yeah, so yeah, everybody go check these guys out. They're awesome. They run a on their Instagram. They post some hilarious videos, and I will tag one at the end of this video here, just to give you a taste of that. And yeah, go check these guys out. This is no sophomore slump. This is definitely the comeback of the year, to use a Fall Out Boy reference. This is amazing. And also go check out their previous album, Dumbass. It's a great album as well. And I was listening to one of their podcasts, just a little snippet, and they were thinking about naming this album Dumbass 2. that would have been, I think that would have worked. But yeah, so just to get to my review of this album, it is straight, raw, uncut pop punk. I give it a 5 out of 5. It gave me the runs, just as the title insinuates and implies. It is so freaking good. But yeah, that summarizes my review. and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.
Hello? Who's this? The cops. Our new album is criminally underrated? No way. Hold on, I got another call. Hello? Who's this? Fire department. Our new album is straight fire? Wow, thanks, I know, the cops just called me. Hold on, I got another call. Hello? President of the United States, Hulk Hogan? You want to change the national anthem to Weed Song? No way. Hold on, I got another call. Hello? Spider-Man? You listen to our album? You got the runs? Hell yeah.
Spider-Man says you should listen to the new Scooped Up album, The Runs, out now.